everybody, Sister Fantastic here, and today's video is going to be about the Pride and Prejudice and Zombies lip gloss collection from BH Cosmetics. And this hit the market, I believe around February of 2016, but I caught it on a clearance sale on the BH Cosmetics website. I think I paid like $5.99 for it, and I'm not sure that it's available anymore. You may have to look like on places like eBay or Amazon.com to put your hands on it. However, I think the eyeshadow palette that goes with this, that made it a, kind of like a set, is still available, and it's around $14 or $16, something like that. Anyway, but I'll link the BH Cosmetics website down below where you can put your hands at least on the eyeshadow palette. I was unable to pick it up at the time, but anyway, I wanted to go ahead and review these today because I love the story of Pride and Prejudice, and these lip glosses are named after the characters, the daughters that are in the film. The story is about Mr. and Mrs. Bennet, and they have 5 daughters at home, ages like 15 to 19, something like that, and they're all unmarried. And so the family financial situation is rather precarious, and the girls, the concern of the mother is to get all the girls married. And so anyhow, each one of these lip glosses is named after one of the daughters. So there's $5, so there's 5 lip glosses. So what I want to do today is I want to go in order of the girls' birth, from the oldest to the youngest, and we're going to just try these on and show you what the pigment looks like, and how they perform and what they look like. And I'm just going to be using my Daiso Japan cleansing tissues, and they have hyaluronic acid and olive oil in them, and so they're soothing and cleansing and conditioning, and that way my lips will be conditioned in between. I'm just going to wipe off what I have on. What I had on was just this little Tarte lipstick. It's called Island Life from the Rainforest to the Sea collection. So as I take the lip glosses off today, I'll show you on the tissue what the pigment looks like. And that way you can see it on the tissue and on my lips. Alright, the first one I'm going to go in with is the oldest daughter, and her name is Jane, and that's the name of this lip gloss. So the applicator, as you can see, is a rather small brush, and it offers precise application. And depending on how much lip gloss you like, or how shiny you like your lips, you may want to go back into the pot and, do a double dip. So you can see that this is just a really beautiful light pink color. It's like a milky pink. A beautiful shine. And if you've ever read Jane Austen's book on Pride and Prejudice, you know that Jane is not only the oldest daughter, but the most beautiful. And so I feel like this is something that would go, if you had like a nude lipstick and you wanted to just kind of gloss it up, this would be perfect for that. I'm not sure I would wear this by itself, for me, because it just kind of, it causes my lips just to fade away. But it is beautiful, and it would be really pretty over something. Okay, let's move on. And here's what that one looks like. Just a really, really pretty, like a flesh pink. Alright, and the second to the oldest daughter, her name is Elizabeth, and she is the one that the story revolves around the most. She's like the main character. And this is pretty. It's a more of a cream-based gloss and pretty universal color. Looks almost like a peachy pink, almost like a coral color almost. This is the kind of color that suits my skin tone better. Excuse me. I like these little brushes. They offer a more precise application. So you see, from my fair skin, it looks better for me to have something with a bit of color in it that offers a contrast. So isn't that nice? That is a really pretty color. And even as Elizabeth is the main character and the one that captures our heart and our attention from the very beginning of the book, I mean, it just stands to reason that this lip gloss right here would be probably a universal favorite for most people, because it's so flattering to so many different skin tones. Alright, and here's what the pigment looks like. Really similar to my nail polish. Okay, and then the third daughter, the one that's in the middle, her name is Mary. And here is the one that's named Mary, which is like a chocolate brown. It's like a peachy brown. I don't know how to describe it. Like a nudie brown. But anyway, it's a cream, really creamy based lip gloss as well. So it's got quite a bit of pigment in it. And to me, this one's appropriately named as well, because Mary, she's kind of the oddball of the bunch. She's the daughter that is, she's serious. She plays the piano. She reads books. And she's the kind of person that nobody really notices. And when she does try to assert herself, she, you know, in social situations, she winds up making a fool out of herself. Anyhow, she's kind of plain, kind of drab, and in my opinion, she would be one of, you know, the last daughter to get married. But isn't this beautiful? It's like a ginger color on my lips. But it might be, you know, a little bit more muted for someone else. Anyway, I love this color. I think it's gorgeous. So let me just take this off and show you what this looks like. Okay, here you go. So this one really does match my nail polish. Alright, now let's go in with the next one. The second to the youngest daughter in the family, her name is Kitty. So this is the lip gloss that's named after Kitty. And Kitty and the youngest one, whose name is Lydia, are like two peas in a pod. But Kitty doesn't have as many opportunities. And so she tries her best to shine and to stand out and to keep up with the other girls. But she gets upset, you know, when she's unable to do it. But she does manage to dance, you know, all the dances at the ball. And, you know, her and her younger sister Lydia are real big flirts. And she does manage to shine in social situations. But she is impertinent. So, I think this one's appropriately named after her. Because out of all the lip glosses, I mean, from the first look, you know, your eye's just drawn to Kitty. I mean, it's just the shiniest, prettiest pink. And look at it on the lips. Absolutely stunning. I love this lip gloss. It's got that frosty sheen to it. It reminds me of the kind of lip gloss that we would wear back in the 70s when we started doing the smoky eye with the black, you know, eyeliner and the waterline and all of that. And we would pair it up with some kind of frosty lip gloss or lipstick. I love this lip gloss. Alright, I'm going to take this off. Let me show you what this looks like. Just the prettiest pink. Okay, now let's go on to Lydia. And Lydia is the youngest one of the family, and isn't this beautiful? This frosty, it's like almost like a corally red. Anyway, Lydia is the youngest, and she's a silly flirt, and she winds up getting into trouble, and she has to be more or less rescued before she ruins the family name. And she creates quite a scandal. And she really lacks discretion to a certain degree. And she causes her poor mother to almost have a nervous breakdown. But being the youngest one of the bunch, she's the first one to get married because of her very outgoing and assertive and silly nature. So you can see, even with two dips into the pot, this one is still pretty sheer, but just beautiful. That frosty sheen comes through. So not nearly as dark or bright as what you think. So out of all the lip glosses, let me get these back in order. Out of all the lip glosses, the two youngest girls are the Frosts, with Kitty being just the most beautiful. And then Mary and Elizabeth are the cream ones that really just show the most pigment on the lips. And then, of course, Jane is just that subtle, soft, sweet, beautiful pink. So there you go. There's the 5 lip glosses. And they are stunning. Each one in their own right. Just like Mr. Bennett, Mr. and Mrs. Bennett's daughters. And I just love it. I love the story. Which I can find some links, you know, to the book and to the movie. Not the zombies movie, but the movie that has that portrays the story the way that Jane Austen wrote it. It came out a few years ago. Anyway, I have it in my library here at the house, and I'll find that on the internet and link that for you below. Okay, and there it is right there. That's Lydia. Alright, so that is it today, boys and girls. I just want to thank you all for being with me, for sharing this time with me, and for subscribing and liking and commenting. And if let me know down in the comments which lip gloss was your favorite. And I hope y'all have a blessed day. Come back and see me again real soon. Okay, bye-bye.